Good day again, everybody. Welcome back. Today I got a story for you. Look, I grew up being beat on the head about drugs and alcohol and even smoking. I never smoked. I drank very little. I was in a very serious alcohol related accident when I was 15 years old, almost dying, losing my neighbor's kids. I've spoken about that before. But as I got older, I got kids, and I thought, maybe I need to try something, before they did. And it turns out, actually, I think my son probably tried before I did. But and it's going on. I mean, marijuana. Let's talk about what it is. I'm not a fan of any kind of drugs, that kind of stuff like that. To me, it just, I have a really high pain tolerance. So, I mean, I've had to have medication. I had my back operation. Both of them, actually. Got morphine and then whatever else they gave me. I don't remember anymore. But it wasn't for very long, that's for sure. But a couple of years ago, maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, a buddy of mine, he smokes Mary Jane, marijuana, what they call here shit, but and I said, listen, I'd like to try it. Finally, I think I'll try some, So he actually made up me a cigarette, or gave me what I needed to make one up myself. I made one up myself, and a little joint, and put it inside this little this plastic tube he gave me. Put it inside that, and I put it in the refrigerator. and I remember calling. I said, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna try this. So I went out on my balcony, and because I didn't want the smell in the house, because I think it's a really awful smell. And I lit it up, and I smoked half of it. And I called him. I said, you know what? I don't know what all this is about. It's just. And he was like, hey, man, I thought, we were going to get together and do it together. It's good to have someone there first time you do it. I said, well, I mean, this isn't doing anything, He says, well, you got to smoke, smoke a little bit more. I said, well, I've already smoked half. He said, okay, you need to stop. You need to put it out, put it back in the refrigerator, find some place to lie down. I was like, damn. So I quickly did that. I came and laid on the couch. And it hit me. It sort of hit me. I started feeling it in my head, In the very beginning, I felt quite numb. At the same time, though, when I lay down, I just I lost all connection with my body. It's like I was awake. My body wasn't able to move or anything. I couldn't move my fingers, my hands, or anything like that. It just got worse and worse. I remember I had the television on. I couldn't even. I said, I'm gonna turn the TV off. I couldn't move to do it, And I got a little panicky. I remember feeling like, what's going to happen to me? I thought, what else is going to turn off? So I got a little bit worried, but I fell asleep, and I woke up like 4 hours later with the worst hangover, God, ever. It was terrible, and it lasted until I went to sleep again that evening. And the next morning, it wasn't there anymore. But oh man, I felt awful, and I gave him. And in the end, I gave him the other half back because, well, first of all, I don't smoke, so I don't smoke tobacco. And here in Europe, they like to mix tobacco with the marijuana. I'm allergic to tobacco, so I didn't want to go that way. So I took it like how I'd always heard it was smoked, which is straight. So that's what I did, But it was pretty awful. I mean, it was. I realized I can reconfirm that. That's not for me. I tried chewing tobacco and snuff when I was growing up. I had a grandmother, my grandma Mamie, she used to put the powdered snuff on her hand and sniff it, and yeah, I couldn't do that. And like I said, alcohol-wise, I didn't nearly have, I did when I was in high school one time, my brother bet me I couldn't drink a fifth around Crown Royal, whatever it's called, and I drank that, and that was the worst 24 hours of my life. I was throwing up. My dad decided he wanted to mow the lawn right outside my window because he found out I'd been drinking, and he woke me up and had me out there mowing the lawn. So it was an awful experience, and I just don't connect alcohol or any of those kind of things with anything positive. So I just choose not to do it. Now, it's like with smoking cigarettes. I had this allergy to it. I don't think it's something I would have ever done anyway. I have enough habits right now, like drinking Coca-Cola or eating too much. That's enough as it is. And I need to watch those. I need to stop drinking Coke, and I know this. It's something but at the same time, you really are addicted to it. And yeah, it all goes back to to, like I said, my buddy Jimmy, who died from alcohol. He didn't die because he was an alcoholic. He died because he'd gotten drunk. Although he wasn't alcoholic, he got drunk and slept and passed out on the train tracks and got ran over. My sister Melissa died of a drug overdose. I know too many of these stories, and it's sad. It's really sad, and I don't want to be one of those. First of all, I don't have that desire. I have friends of mine drink. I do drink from time to time. I'll have a whiskey, or I'll have an amaretto sour, or something like that, or a beer every once in a while. I'm not too keen on beer. I'll have some different alcohol drinks from time to time, but it's not something that I really need. I mean, and it's not something. And usually I'm visiting someone, so I don't drink. If I do drink, it's like a little something before dinner, then eat, and then by the time you go home, it's 4 hours later. So, but yeah, I'm not too keen on all that. It's not something I need in my life, and it's quite expensive. I mean, cigarettes. Somebody smokes, man, they're spending a lot of money. I mean, over here, I remember my dad paying $8 a carton for. He smoked Winston's or Marlboros. I'm not sure what he smoked, and he quit. It's like one day he just went cold turkey and just quit. And my mom, she still smokes, sadly. I wish she didn't, but she does. If you listen to me, Judy. And now, I mean, you're lucky if you don't pay $8 just for one packet of cigarettes. So it's like really just this huge price, and people still go at it, and a lot of young people too, which is even sadder. My son smokes. I wish he didn't. And I remember when he was little, his Opa used to smoke, and we had my ex-wife and I had trained the kids every time they see that just to complain about it, and they did. So he would always go hide out somewhere to smoke. By the way, accident from this weekend. See that there? That was the axe that flew off the tree and just nicked me right there. That's how sharp my axe is. Didn't bleed out, so I'm okay. But I'm feeling it now. I just noticed it now. It's still there, But anyway. But be careful. Even if you're always careful with axes, which I usually am, but it was just, I had my hand holding the tree here, and I was doing this with the limbs, and I hit the limb, and it sort of like, within work, so I popped it like it's right here. When I did, the tree, there was another limb blocking the way. I didn't see. It sort of like just brought the axe down, and it really just sort of just barely nicked me, but that was it. It wasn't like the axe like this. It was just a slice from the corner. And so I realized, yeah, my axe is nice and sharp. So there you go. If I'd been wearing a heavier shirt, it would have cut the shirt probably. But anyway, thank goodness I didn't damage my wool shirt. I have a really good wool jack shirt I love wearing, and I wear it out and about, and it works very well. But we'll talk more about that in the future, because I'm gonna talk about clothing and videos and show you guys more of what I use and what I would recommend to you. A lot of people go new school, and I'm very much a large amount of old school stuff still in my collection that I still use, and I like it a lot better, But anyway, back to this marijuana. Do what you want to do. Do what you got to do. Do what you need to do. Just only tell you what I did and what I don't like. So, but anyway, I hope that you found this stupid little video interesting. If you did, well, even if you didn't, please just give it a thumbs up anyway. I don't know what it does, but hey, I'd like to grow this channel a bit, and like I said, I'm always out here trying to help people if they need some help, So if you have any questions or any comments to leave, please do so. And if you just want to say hello, please just leave a thumbs up. That tells me you said hello too. And subscribe to my channel. I'd like to. I was looking at the other day how other people, who do very well. I mean, look at Joe Rogan right now, 1.3 million views on one on one talking to Rich Benoit 2 years ago. Some guy who talks about who does shoes. Trenton and Heath, 1.2 million views. That's some good stuff, man. I don't have that kind of stuff. I know I'm probably never going to get there, but hey, I'd like to be able to get a few and see where this brings me. Anyway, maybe I'll have to start learning how to do the videos a little differently. Anyway, listen, thank you again, and I hope you all have a good day, and I hope to hear back from you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.